Let's end with some kind of hope. You say that there is a way out of this. Talk about that.
Okay, first of all, we all, we're in the modern age now. We used to not have planes, now we have planes, So you just have to adapt. We all have to understand that there is no Marcus Welby. There is, unless you have a local, doctor that you know. When you walk into a hospital, you're dealing with a stranger on a paycheck, and that stranger is rigidly enforced by the hospital administrator, who is answerable to the CFO, who is answerable to the head of the hospital chain, who is following whatever the CDC says, because that's how they get paid. So these guys are order followers. They are not the doctors that we used to know. And a lot of these doctors, they're coming out of school with, 300, 400, $500,000 in debt. They've spent 12, 15 years getting to that point. And I'm afraid to say most of them are going to do what they're told, and we have a demonstration of that during COVID. Because look, we can sympathize with with an emergency, right? New disease, new deal, no one knows what's going on. There will be a lot of mistakes made in the beginning. This protocol was enforced and repeated throughout the country tens of hundreds of thousands of times. Doctors and nurses were seeing that it wasn't working, were seeing that it was killing people, and they went along with it. So we all have to get smart. When we go into a hospital, we need to know that these are not our friends. We don't have to go in with a panic or fear, but we have to know that. I'm working with one of the nurses, Ashley Gog, to develop a program where people can learn about the dangers of hospitals, about how to be their own advocates, and how to find a professional advocate if they get in over their head. This is something every adult person needs to know. You should know a little first aid. You should know how to drive a car. You should know how to boil water. You should know what a hospital is and how you need to interact with it. They are not necessarily 100% trustworthy from the point of view of competence or ethics, and you just have to know that, and it's a part of our modern world.
Absolutely. Ken McCarthy, the author of What the Nurses Saw. You can find the book on Amazon. But thank you, sir. Really appreciate all the time you spent talking with us.
Thanks for having me.
That'll do it for this episode of Liz Collin Reports. We'll see you next time.